can't hear anything.
Con, I think it's you. You come back, go out and come back in because I can't hear you.
Again, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Wave Network and Sports Corner with the Conn Man. I am your host, the Conn Man. And with me this afternoon, I have with me a very special guest, near and dear to me. She goes by the name of Lex Barrios. Lex, how you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Well, better now that we get the connection.
I
Folks,
know.
bit of technical difficulties, but we back on the air and we're going to be doing the damn thing. Now, folks, Lex, as I said, is near and dear to me, and she's probably the hottest working individual I've ever seen. And we're going to let you guys hear a little bit about her grind and her journey. So, Lex, for the folks who are tuning in who really don't know much about you, can you give them a little brief history, beginning from, let's go, junior high school, and we'll go on in there. Then we'll talk about your high school, your college, your international play, and we're going to talk about your coaching, and we're going to get into everything. So
Mhm.
go on, Lex.
Okay. Well, in middle school, I was at Hathaway. Um, and I played with that on that team. I don't remember if it was. I think it was co-ed, but like that's when I really started playing with all girls and finding the love for the game on my own. I also played football and soccer when I was younger. I wanted to play football in high school, but my parents didn't let me. They said that was too much. Um, I really wanted to do it, Mike. I did. Um, yeah, and I played AAU a lot too. Traveled to a lot of different places. In high school, that was a lot of fun. All 4 years. My freshman year, I played half JV and half varsity. And then my junior year, I mean my sophomore and junior year, and on, I started. But being able to grow from being a freshman to every year as a player under Coach Mickey was an amazing experience. He's a great coach, great person, and just helps you learn the game in different ways. And we made it to the Garden a few times under him too, so that was good. And then for college, I went to CCRI for 2 years. I still hold the record for most threes in a game, which is 11. Um,
Let me backtrack a little bit, Lex, if I
Yeah.
can, if I may.
Mhm.
First of all, you mentioned Coach Mickey Gonzalez. Mickey Gonzalez is uh, undoubtedly one of the, as a matter of fact, the very best shooter to ever come out of
Mhm.
New Bedford, South Coast. I don't care what you say. Mickey Gonzalez is one of the most tremendous shooters of all time, and I had the opportunity to play with him in college. So now getting back, fast forward a little bit, you went to CCRI and you had
Mhm.
what? What record do you still have?
The most threes in a game, which was 11.
11 3-pointers in one game.
Yes. Yeah. I need to break my own record one day. I gotta do that soon.
Okay, I didn't mean to interrupt. I wanted to get that in with Mickey because, that's my boy. So
Yeah. 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 He's still coaching. He's
really,
still yeah, he's at Taunton High School now. You didn't know that? He's been
no,
coach he coached at Redford High too, I think for like maybe 2 to 3 years, and now he's at Taunton High. Yeah. hmm
that's news to me. Wow.
I got some good compliments from him. It really made my day when he saw me coach. Because I just did the girls team, the JV team
Okay, okay.
in Redford High. That was a lot of fun too. I'm excited for this upcoming season.
All right, now just get back to your junior college days, and then hopefully we can get back to that, later on.
Okay.
But
Okay.
this is about you, Mickey. I can
I
do
know.
Mickey anytime. This is about you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So go
Yeah.
ahead, continue.
After CCRI, I went to school in Canada. Um, and it didn't go so well. I had to get a job and get myself home, and then just started playing for the Cape Verdean team like faithfully from when I left school. So I just been playing overseas. I went to Portugal for a year or like a half a season because of COVID. So now I just been playing in the semi-pro league, and we start in July. So, and I'm signing back to the main team this season instead of going to a different team, which I'm not going back to that New York team. Decided to go a different way. We'll go back to another team. So, just trying to weigh up my options and learn how to put me first. And the game of basketball is hard, and it can take you places, but it also can give you a lot of learning experience of how to play the game and maneuver through the game, especially being a female and being a guard. So just learning from different people and taking every opportunity as a blessing.
And also, Lex, as you know, the game can be very good to you and
hmm
it's very bad for you because
Yeah.
by that is if you go through struggles or
hmm
maybe things don't go work out the way you may want them to work out.
Yeah. Well,
There's
you think
always
it's gonna happen? Yeah.
yeah,
hmm
you always the opportunity to give up. But
Exactly. It's just
Lex,
being tough. Like mentally, you gotta be strong and not let that outside noise affect you, because it does, and it really can hurt you. But it's just knowing what you can do and what your game is, because no one can really stop you but you, and that's the mentality that you have to have.
and no, something Lex too. What I want to bring up is, as you know, and most of the people know, I post up a lot of things, and I've
Yeah.
been posting your videos, which are phenomenal. I mean, unbelievable. What?
Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you. What made you start to go that route and put so much time and effort into basketball? I mean, you go beyond, well, maybe not, because maybe that's what it's going to take. But let the viewers know exactly what your training regimen is and I mean, you don't have to do this anymore. What makes you, when we'll talk about your coaching career as well,
Yeah.
what made you decide to, hey, look, man, I'm not done yet. I'm going to give it 100%. And you be up and beyond that. So what made you decide to go that route?
Um, I I feel like the thing that's really pushing me the most is my family and the kids that I coach, and because they look up to me. I have to show them that you can do it. No matter which way you have to go, no matter how many bricks and walls you have to fight through, it's you just have to keep going, and eventually I will get there. And I just every day I'm trying to find something to challenge myself with my workouts and with my trainings. I want to get better every day, and every time I step in the gym, I have to go 100% because that's the only thing that's going to transfer over into games. Um, but I am very hard on myself too, so I'm learning how to chill out on that one. But I just want it. I want to I want to play in the league. I want to play overseas. I want to play basketball. Like it's my life. It's my therapy. It's it's something that been taking me many places since I was 13, 14, you know. I was in Cape Verde when I was 16 years old. Like I want to keep experience the world and take my talents because I know that I can be playing in the league right now. I just got to find a way to get there. I know I can play with those girls. I know I'm better than half of them. Like you see what they be
Ooh,
doing. Like
oh, I
no,
like
I'm just
that.
kidding.
I like
But
that. I told
but
y'all.
yeah,
I told
but no, I just I want to get there. I want to, accomplish my dreams. And I feel like the thing that I'm doing right now with the coaching is part of that. So I'm just learning how to teach each kid because everybody's different. Like everyone has their own learning way, and I'm learning the game even more and their and teaching them. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's helping me in on and off the court and building relationships with parents, like just building relationships with people in the community is what I live for, and being able to help people and being able to teach them a game that I love to do, it just makes it even better. So
that's outstanding. Now let's let the viewers know a little bit about your training regimen.
I do one-on-one trainings. I do group trainings. I also do co-ed 3-on-3 every week, and I also work with teams. So like if say one of your teams needs some help with something, or you just want me to go in and teach them how to play a 2-3 defense or a spread offense. Like I just ask the coaches what you need me to work on, and then we just go from there. So I'm really liking that I have access to be able to do that too. So um, I just like working with kids and seeing the teams that I work with, and then they go and play AAU the next day, and they're winning all these championships. It feels good to see these girls have a platform to even go to, because as you get older, it gets smaller and smaller. Like I'm driving 4 to 5 hours just to play one game for an hour, not even, and then I have to drive back.
Lex, what I was referring to was your individual
Hmm.
training.
Oh, sorry, not the kids.
Right, we'll get into that, but I wanted to let them how much working it takes and
Oh,
ethic and your
um,
education and
well,
desire.
yeah.
I
I mean,
know that.
yeah. Well, every day I try to pick something different. Like I'll go to the gym and say I'm on the court. I do ball handling. I try to break it down in 15 minutes, but you know me, it lasts a little bit longer than that. Um, so I do ball handling. I do cone drills with the balls. I do full court, and I have a heavy ball. I do things with that. Uh, two basketballs at a time. I do different things with that. I do layups. Sometimes I do stationary, trying to get like Kyrie Irving with the finishes. Um, and then sometimes I just do it off the move. I'll try to pick a combo move and then go through it. Um, and then some shooting. And I also do 100 free throws a day because that can help your shot. Form shooting is every day. That's before I even start the workout. Um, and sometimes I lift. Well, almost every day I lift. Um, I try to bench, squat, calf raises, like different things that help you get stronger and be able to explode faster on the court. Um, but yeah, I just try to do different things every day, and I want to post it because I want people to see that it's it's there. You know what I'm saying? Like you can just copy something that I'm doing and go and do it for 10 minutes at a time, you know. And sometimes I swim too. So I'm just trying to put in different things. I um, just need to incorporate more like I think I need a trainer, you know, to help me figure out what I'm doing because I want to learn different things and I'm just watching them. Like I'm teaching myself. So it's like I want someone to be able to critique what I'm doing and help me fix, fix it. But I really do just study drills and I go out the next day and try to do it.
And folks, this is not in the afternoon. Lex starts her day off bright and early.
hmm Early in the morning,
Early.
I'm there all day, all day. Sometimes I do like I start on the court and then I'll go lift and then I'll go in the pool. Um, and then I go home and sleep all day. But yeah, I gotta I gotta break sometimes I break it up, sometimes I just do it all together. I just like to go, but I do incorporate a lot of stretching and I incorporate a lot of just try to relax because your sleep helps your muscles rebuild and you have to have your mind, in everyday life. So just making sure rest is important too.
Now, uh, with your vast playing experience, do you feel because the real great ones, they try to add something to their game every year.
Mhm.
So, what do you think you need to improve on, and how would you go about improving it?
I've been working on my ball handling, like working on explosion, getting faster, and just getting more shiftier too. Um, I don't know. I just need to cross somebody up so someone can see me. Like at this point,
Love it.
like I've been dropping people in high school, Mike. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm just trying to maybe like I've been working a lot of. I know it's hard to do it by myself, but I have a lot of demons. I got a lot of tools, so I've been working on screen and roll action. Coming off of different things, working on different finishes to the rim. So I just mainly been working on that, trying to get the my finish higher. Off the backboard, finger rolls like floaters. Just different things, spin moves, just trying to develop um, a different type of bag, basically. Building more confidence too, like that goes a long way also.
Yeah, as you know, the key is if you are ambidextrous, where you can go right or left. You know what I
Oh yeah,
mean?
people think I'm left-handed, so
Ah,
I'm good on that one already.
because you know damn well when they scout you, if they think you can't go left, they're gonna make you go left. If they think you
Exactly.
can't go right,
Yep.
they're gonna make you go right. So
Yep.
you want to try to minimize those options. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
you want me to go left? Cool. You want me to go right? I'm good. And
Yep.
I know you can do that as well. Uh,
hmm
now, what is ultimately, you kind of stated it already, but what is
Yeah.
your goal? What is your mission?
Uh, to to give back to the community as much as I can, and help these kids uh, with a platform to help them grow, whether it's even basketball or school. I feel like some of these kids need more of a role model, and I want to be that person for them. Life is not easy, and we see it every day. Especially being from New Bedford, you walk right out the street. I mean, outside, and it's something. So I just want to be able to give back to them, um, and just follow my dreams in the process. So
You know what's great about Lex? I'm trying to put her up, and she's talking about the kids. That's the
yeah,
type of person that she really is. Now, since you want to refer to the kids, we can go there right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Now,
Let's go.
let's go, folks. I've known her for a long time, and she's been coaching for a little while. And as she stated, she drives from New Bedford all the way to Boston, coaching the Boston kids as well as the kids around the local area. And she's doing so many things with the youth and with the kids. And then most recently, She obtained a head JV coach of New Bedford High School girls, and they had a pretty good year. So
Yeah.
why don't we, backtrack to the, I guess the AAU with the youth, and then
Mm,
we can go into your high school coaching career.
okay. I coached a few AAU teams. I've done Bay State Elite. That's the all girls program. I did the Junior Celtics, which was in Boston. I did ASAP, and that was recent too. The seventh grade boys. Um, I like coaching AAU. Sometimes the it's just the tournament, the like the places with the tournaments, they're just not giving the kids enough, So that's why I kind of back off a little bit. I'm just telling you, these kids deserve more, and some of these programs are not giving it to them. Um, but I love coaching them. I love coaching the boys and the girls, and just helping them learn and
You know,
teach them the
I
game
right? I want to pick
the right
your
way.
brain. Right. AAU.
Hmm.
I've been refereeing AAU for so many years, and right now I have my reservations about the AAU, the
Hmm.
programs, um, specifically uh, some of the programs and the parents. Now, you as a coach, uh, how do you? I don't know if you've experienced it yet, but if you keep coaching the AAU, you will. The parents are to me the worst role models for the kids because if
Yeah.
the kids' parents arguing and fighting with the referees or each other, it could be a problem. Like even
Hmm.
Kendrick was on the air a couple of days ago talking about he was in Texas watching his son play, and midway through the game, not only are the referees fighting the parents are fighting the parents.
Hmm.
So me, being a referee for 40 years,
Yeah.
I
Long
it's the
time.
negative impact that parents can play in the AAU. Now, you as the AAU coach, you might have to be dealing with the parents because a lot of parents think their kids are better than what they are. Let's
Yeah.
keep and the kids can do no wrong, and a lot of parents live their dreams through their kids.
Through the kids. Yeah.
So, you as a coach, how do you go about dealing with that?
I just honest. You have to be honest with them. You got to be honest with the kids and the parents, because I feel like that's when everything goes left. Like, um, I feel like some of the kids, like they're all talented kids, and some just need some help. Like
Hmm.
if you just help them and show them the way, then they can become one of those top players. But it also has to do with if they're gonna practice, you know, like and I understand the frustration with some of the parents because they're paying a lot of money for this AAU
Yes.
stuff, right?
Hmm.
So we can put that in account, and then you get to a game and your kid don't play 1 minute, and it's
Hmm.
like we're here all day, like it's just asking for communication and things like that. But sometimes it like I think it's just more of if your kid wants to play, then help them, like don't go at the coach. Figure out what your kid can do, what your kid cannot do, put them in a trading session. You know what I'm saying? Or you try to teach them the game of basketball and see how it goes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why some of these kids have trainers because they don't even listen to their parents.
Right.
So it's like it just goes hand in hand, like, and it's a lot. And the referees, sometimes they do their job, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you have one ref at a game, and it's like that's not helping these kids. you know I just feel like it's a lot, and it just needs to be more structured. I think people need to just learn how to communicate better, and it'll go a long way, and stop being so angry. Like, just, it's at the end of the day, it's for the kids. At each game they're gonna learn something. You know, like every possession is different. Every team that you play is different. Every gym that you go to is different. So you're learning something, whether you're on the bench or you're playing. Whether you get 2 minutes or you get 12. You know what I mean? Like, you're still learning the game of basketball, and it's just how you take it, and it's how you grow from it after that.
What do you face? What do you think are your biggest obstacles as being a AAU coach?
uh, getting everybody to play. You know, like sometimes people won't play, or getting people to come to practice. Like these kids nowadays just think they can come to games and think you're gonna start and play. You know, um, and then sometimes it's attitudes too. Like every kid is different, so it's learning how to coach them. You know, and it's trying to figure out which way to be approachable to them and just be like, hey, I think you need to work on this. I think if you go this way, it will be much better for your move. You know, like little things like that. But it's just having patience. I have a lot of patience, so I feel like coaching is just like second nature. Um, and I like to watch before I train someone, or you know what I'm saying. But I just think some of the kids just need some guidance, and if they want it, you got to go and get it, and you have to practice, like even outside of the practice that you have, because no one's gonna do it for you.
Lex, okay, now, okay, you've been doing AAU for a little while.
Hmm.
How did coaching JV girls come about at New Bedford
Well,
High
they
School?
Yeah, they asked me. They actually asked me like 2 years in a row, but I was gonna go overseas last year, so I didn't take the job. But this year I ended up taking the job, and I loved it. Um, the teenage girls are not easy, but it was fun. From game one to the last game we had, like I felt like it was night and day. Like everybody got better, you know. And every game I try to play people. Every game we worked on something different. I tried to do some press break with them, but it didn't go so well. So I just took off the press break, and we ended up having three defenses. You know, we have man to man, 2-3 zone, and a 3-2. You know, had a lot of talented girls, and some girls didn't even know what a 2-3 was. So it was a good experience. It was fun, and I can't wait until this season. And we went 12-7 in my first season of being a high school coach. So I'm still like ecstatic from that.
And you know, something Lex was great about
Hmm.
you coaching the young girls is the fact that you don't only talk the talk, you can walk the walk. You know, a
Hmm.
lot of coaches are too damn old, probably can't
Right.
even walk up the damn court,
Yeah.
and they're having you there. I mean, seeing how
Hmm.
your work ethic, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
they can relate to that a
Yeah.
lot more than maybe someone older as me or some of the old folks, you know what I mean? So
Hmm.
to me, that's a credit to you and, them hiring you as the girls coach at New Bedford High School. And I think you're going to be around for a long time.
Thank you.
What is your future plans right now?
Um, hmm, I I think I'm gonna go back to school. Um, I'm not sure for what, maybe some cooking or graphic design. Because I still have my clothing line. I'm trying to make my own designs and do it from home and stuff like that. So I'm trying to learn all of this uh, on my own, and it's very fun. And I just like the challenge. And I want to create something that I can, give back, and people can, feel something while they're wearing it. And the person that helped me, build this clothing line and get things off the ground, they passed away this year. So I really want to, give that back to him, and because he really believed in me and the things that I can do. So I just want to, keep this in his name and go from there. And I want to continue to help these kids, um, and keep growing my my clientele, keep working with teams, and just live from me. I gotta build
Now,
myself up
Lex,
too.
you know, fortunately, my show has grown leaps and bounds. Thank God, we're getting a lot more viewers. So
Hmm.
the people who are tuning in, how can they get in touch with you? You said you do individual training, etc.
Yes.
How can people get in touch with you?
Um, all social media I have for Facebook it's Lex Barrios. You can find me on there. Instagram is Lexi Barrios one. I also have a business page, the Underdogs 13. Um, and yeah, everything is right there. Um, I can
Okay,
even
now let's
repost this.
before we
Yeah.
talk about some WNBA whatever.
Hmm.
What do you think that maybe I did not ask you that you want to relate to the viewers, or maybe something that I didn't bring up, or is there something that you wish to convey to the viewers that maybe I didn't ask? Because sometimes I may not ask the right questions all the time,
Hmm.
or maybe you wanted to get a point that you wanted to make. So, is there anything that maybe I didn't ask that maybe you want to relate
No,
to the viewers?
no, I think you asked everything. Um, I just think as and you're very big in the community and you see everything, um, like for me I just want to give the kids a positive platform and help them see that there are people that that want to see them win, you know and it's just I feel like we just need more support. We need more, not, I wouldn't say help, but like help each other. There's a lot of back and forth, and I just feel like there's people that can come together and give the community better things. If you just put all the hatred and ugliness to the side, you know, because at the end of the day, everyone says it's for the kids, but they're really just doing it for themselves, you know, and it's just for everything. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just
That's that. Of course,
support more
I mean,
people.
that's outstanding. And again, I like the fact that you've been at your youthful age, that you can be there for the kids, and
Hmm.
they need a role model, especially uh, uh, female women role models, because a lot of times, the young girls, all they got to see was the boys and the men,
Hmm.
and now
Yeah.
we got people like such as yourself who are doing so many great things in the community as well.
Hmm.
Because as we know, sometimes I'm not going to say no names, but sometimes you know, we forget about where we came from and we go and try to, which is not a bad thing to try to search for something elsewhere
Yeah.
because maybe they're not getting what they feel they need in the community. But we also
Hmm.
need people who stay in the community and do for the community as well.
Yeah.
And you can
Yeah.
also still do both.
Right.
Again, I feel that you are the epitome of what a role model should be because again you not only talk the talk, you walk the walk. And I'm sure the kids really appreciate what you do and the efforts that you are doing for the youth. And
Yeah.
as we talked about 40 minutes, and you always mention the kids. That is amazing. I've been trying to get stuff out of you, but you always talk about the kids, which is great. And what's great is, we have a mutual friend, Megan Price, who will be seeing this,
Hmm.
of course. And she loves you. You know what I mean? So, you talked about,
Mutual.
you maybe you need the right way. I think,
Hmm.
I think Megan, she's doing big things now. So, you never know what's gonna happen. I can't
Yeah.
say anything, but you never
And
know. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Megan, Megan Price is we call her the Hoop Queen. She lives out in Texas, and she's on a major radio sports talk show in the morning, and she's doing some things. She covers the WNBA, and she was on my show maybe about 2 months ago. She's unbelievable. You guys should check her out. But she and Lex have become I think, pretty good friends, and
Yeah, we
they
are.
keep in contact with each other. So I think good things are bound to happen as well. Um, while we have a few minutes to go, so we can go there. What do you think about? I'm gonna hit you hard now. What do you think about this WNBA the way it is today?
Um, I think it's definitely growing. I feel like they still need more, but I feel like it's coming. There's a lot of talent in the league. Um, Even all the rookies that are going in. Um, it's been great basketball so far. A lot of hits and stuff, but It's been good basketball, and um, I feel like it being televised is great. I just don't like it's not every different channel, but at least we get to watch it, you know. So,
You know
um,
what I noticed, Lex, is
mhm,
watching WN because I've been watching over the years. I've been watching it for a long time to be
yeah,
exact. And I like watching the game because they stress more of the fundamentals. If you really want to
yep,
know how to play, watch the WNBA.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
a lot of individuals don't have 40-inch vertical leaps or have all that
No, but we can
athleticism.
shoot.
And Rick Barry, I don't know if you know who he says. You give me a player who has all that athleticism, or give me a player who knows how to play the game. I'll
Hmm.
take the player who knows how to play the game.
Yep, run the
And if
court.
you want to learn fundamentals, you got to watch the WNBA. So
Yeah,
I'm a firm believer in that
and
as well. Now
these
let's
girls can
talk
hoop.
about the WNBA phenomenon. You know that's going to come up.
Hmm.
Miss Caitlin Clark
Yeah.
and all the hoorah and all of that. And I think, well, I'm gonna ask you your opinion, then I'll give you mine. Uh,
Okay.
what do you think, or do you think, first of all, that her height is warranted? And do you think that she's going to end up becoming a all-star caliber player? And or maybe it's too much hype.
Mm.
Maybe it's because you know she may be like the white Larry Bird. I'm keeping 100.
I
Maybe
wouldn't say. I mean, I wouldn't say all that now. I don't think it's to that extent, but she is definitely bringing eyes to the league, um, and it's like look what she did in college. Like she didn't get a champion. So the last season of college, the only thing that made me mad is that the South Carolina team went undefeated and they won a championship, and no one was talking about that, you know. But with Caitlin Clark, the eyes that she brought to the college game and to the WNBA, that is what is amazing, you know, and that's what's working. So I say keep doing that, you know. And she's building. Look at what's how many people are in their arenas now, you know. Um, and for her game, I just think she will be a great player. She will be an all star. But for right now, like I think instead of people trying to learn her game, I think it needs to be the opposite. Like she needs to learn her players first. Like I think Erica Wheeler should be the starting point guard, and Caitlin Clark just come off a whole bunch of screens like Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Like just be off the ball for you don't have to have the ball every possession, you know. And I think her turnovers are crucial, but it's just learning her team. And I just think the that she needs to slow down a little bit, like her game wise, and just figure out her teammates first, because that's what point guards do, you know. But she's a great catch and shooter. I'd have her off two, like just screen, screen, screen. You know what I'm saying? Or come off a screen, handoff, boom,
mhm.
you're getting your three, or you can get to the rim. You know, I feel like they should start off it like that. But other than that, like it's just the league is growing in different ways, and I feel like we couldn't be more happier than that. You know, yeah, and I just feel like I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I think the reason that the league is not the way it's everyone is expecting it to be is because some of these women don't support the rest of the women, you know, like it, and the league doesn't help the league grow either, you know. So it's everything. It's both ways. It is growing, but I think some people just need to stop um, saying it's all about them and help the league grow. You know, you know what I mean? Because
My
these.
take is, Lex. Here's
Hmm.
my take. You know, I know you're too young, but to me, it's compatible to when Magic Johnson and Larry Bird came into the NBA. You had that rivalry. Now they got Caitlin and Angel Reese. So I think with social media, I think they're trying to hype that up. They're good friends. Well, they're friends.
I
I
know
shouldn't say
it,
good, but they're
but it's
friends.
not even.
They're friendly,
I don't even
and
think
I
it's a
think that
rivalry.
you
You
know,
know
I think the social
that.
media is hyping them up,
Yeah.
and Caitlin got her shoe deal. Now Angel
Yeah.
got her shoe deal,
Yeah.
and the women are flying chatter, which is great. I think
Yeah. Not all the
the
teams
salary
though.
levels will improve. So I mean, her impact is made. a major difference. Look how many people are watching her.
Exactly.
Do you think, now here's another tough question, Alex. Do you think the other players who have been in the league, maybe 4 or 5 years, who have been all
Mhm.
stars, MVPs,
Yeah.
that never was established. But as soon as she comes in, it gets
Mhm.
established. You think there's some resentment?
Um, mhm. I don't want to speak for other people, but probably, a little bit. Like, I guess that's like a yes and no answer question. But I would, because not literally, but like I just feel like these players, like you said, they've been in the league for so long. But I feel like the thing that they haven't, why they haven't got the type of hype that she's getting is because they're not supporting, you know, the teams, or even the team that they're on. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, um, Diana Taurasi, she about to
Hmm.
be 42. Okay, have you ever seen her do anything with the community, or like just try to give back? Like some of the people in the NBA do it. Like all the charity and stuff like that. Like that stuff goes a long way too. You know, um, being friendly. Like some people are just rude. You know, um, and it's a lot of politics. I feel like the league is strictly politics. Like if you don't have a buzz, then you're not gonna be in the league for long. Like you don't have enough talent, you're not gonna be in the league for long. But I just feel like the veterans, if they want all the hype, if they want a charter flight, go and get it. You know, you wanna you want real meals, go and get it. Like make a stand for it. It's not gonna it's not gonna fix itself if you don't do anything. You know, so they can't really be mad if they're not. They don't even support people. So it's like, don't get upset from something that you don't have if you didn't want it in the first place. You know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know another thing too. What I've noticed, the physicality of WNBA, man. These girls, they be playing hard, man.
Oh,
I mean,
what?
it
It's
is.
not Mike. It's not the W. It's females. You know how many times I got beat up? I get beat up every game, every game, every game. I get knocked down on my face. Like it's bad. It's bad. So it's not just in the league. It's everywhere. They don't care. They'll knock you over like it's football.
And you know so much too. Now I'm gonna hit you. Now that I got you on, I
Hmm.
don't know when you're gonna come on again, but I'm sure you will.
Hmm.
So you think you're good enough to play in the league?
Yeah, I do.
What makes you think you can play in the league? I'm hitting you hard now, girl. Go ahead.
Um, hmm, why you put me on the spot?
Hey,
Um, well,
you can handle it.
mhm, my talent, my work ethic. I'm a point guard. Like my IQ is out of this world. My defense is just getting better. I know when when the game gets rough and what to do. Like you can count on me. I want the ball in my hands at all times. But no, I don't. I believe in myself, and I believe that I can get there. And I know the work that I put in. Like I know what I can do. You know, it's just it's just
No, we
getting
agree
there
though.
is the
No,
is the
we,
thing.
I think you can. There's no issue with that. But
Mm-hmm.
let me ask you another question. You know, I don't know, but I have a guy by the name. You may know his name, Aaron Struthers. He played over at the Cape Verde Islands as well.
Mm-hmm.
He right now is playing in Costa Rica, and he went to Costa Rica 10 years ago, and
Mm-hmm.
now he's at the age of 35.
Yeah.
And I had him on my show about a week and a half ago, and I kind of asked him the same question. He realizes he probably will not have the opportunity to make it to the
Mm-hmm.
NBA, but he's still living out his dream. He's still doing what he wants to do,
Yeah.
and he wanted to give it one last shot because you never want to have, you know, no reservations. You want to give it all you got, so you have no regrets. And you're still at an age where you still. I mean, if
Mm-hmm.
I recall, you may know more than me. I think there was a WNBA player who's in her 30s and it's a rookie year. I'm not sure of her name. I think you may know who that is. Oh yeah, she's in her 30s and she
Hmm.
is in her rookie year. So your hopes and dreams, I mean, they can still become a reality.
Yeah,
And
it's just
obviously,
gonna
I
be
love the
harder,
wrestling, of course, as well as
you know.
Megan does. And I'm sure the
Yeah.
viewers who tune in who have the same feelings that I have as well.
Hmm.
Uh, you know, I just want to hopefully let the viewers know about you. And again, you can see how much he cares about the kids. Now, I'm gonna hit you up another one since I got you on. Okay, you had a great high school career. You went to junior college. We have still have the record for hitting most threes in the game, which was 11.
Hmm.
You went on to play in the Cape Bird Islands. You went to Canada. Then you went to play in the Cape Bird Islands. Then you
Yep.
went to play semi-pro ball. You played in, if I recall, the Boston area, Maine. And tell folks your drive. What I mean by that is your transportation from New Bedford to Maine. How long did that take back and forth? Let them know how much you
To
really want to play this game.
uh so to from here to Boston is an hour and some change, which I did that my first year that I played in the semi-pro league. And then the second year, I signed to a team in Maine, which is like 4 to 5 hours on a good day. um, and then last year, I signed to a team in New York, and that was the same thing. It was 4 to 5 hours, just going in a different direction. um, and then this year, I'm signing back to the main team, and I'll be driving 4 to 5 hours again. So it's literally the only place I can play, you know, because there's nothing around here, you know. I sometimes I don't like the drive, but I'll do anything to play, literally anything. I'm also in 2 weeks. I'm going to Atlanta again for a combine, the semi-pro combine. I mean, the overseas combine that I did last year. So this year it's at the Atlanta Dream practice gym. So I'm excited about that. I can't wait to see how that goes. So last year I got co MVP. This year I'm gonna go for MVP. I don't know, but I'm excited. So.
And now, I mean, obviously, you've done some tremendous things. And if it is to my, I was thinking back, I think you've done something that no one around this area has ever done. You've gone further or farther, depending on how you use your English, than anyone else that has any female that's come out of the New Bedford area. I mean, we had Jessica Gaspar who went to the University of North Carolina. I think she played overseas, but that might be the only one that I can recall. Um, that must give you some confidence, some praise as well.
Yeah, I mean, definitely some confidence. I wouldn't know about praise. People still be
Oh,
trying to
you getting the
challenge me,
praise? You getting the
like
praise?
you. Yeah. But no, it's just I'm trying to build my resume even more. You know, um, it feels good to be the first person to be able to do all these things, and I definitely don't want to be the last. That's why I'm trying to give back to the kids as much as I can. So we're moving in the right direction.
Now, while it is, anybody you want to give a shout out to? Anybody you want to thank, or anybody that I'm sure your family's going to be watching this as well.
Yeah.
So, is
Um,
anybody you want to give a shout out to?
First, thank you for having me on the show. I
Oh, you're
appreciate
welcome
it.
to that.
Um, we definitely got to have a shootout real soon because you've been talking for too long. Um, but I just want to shout out my family, my friends, all my clients, the parents, the people in the community. Just pour into the kids, let them have their fun, and let them learn on and off the court, um, and just keep growing and live life, free.
Alexa, I think these kids should be thrilled and honored to have you as their coach, as their mentor, as their role model. And you know, especially around here in the area, we always we have some people talk about the negative things, but there are a lot of positive things, and
Hmm.
you are definitely one of them positive individuals that can make a difference in our community. Me, I'm getting over this dirt right now, so I can barely spell my name. But what I'm saying is that, I'm proud of you and what you've
Thank
accomplished
you.
and what you will accomplish in the future.
Thank
Now,
you.
um, again, how do you feel about your future as a coach at New Bedford? Because you might not be able to be coach much longer if you get that opportunity.
Hmm. Yeah. Um, that's a good question. Um, I don't know. I'm just trying to play it by ear. If I'm here, I'm definitely gonna coach, and continue to teach them the game and teach them the right way. Like some of these kids are, they're still learning. Just because they're in high school, it doesn't mean they know everything. They need to know that too. But it's just I went to that school, so it's like it feels it's a different type of feeling when I can help the kids that are about to graduate the same place that I did. I wanna I wanna help them experience the things that I experienced and show them that they are worth it, and they are seen. Because sometimes they don't feel that way. And it's just helping them see themselves too.
And Alexa, also the fact is, me, I pay attention, and
Hmm.
I notice the kids love you. They love you to death. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I see you are very invested in the kids, and you don't just coach just to coach. And
Hmm.
another thing, which I've noticed throughout the years, what happens is a lot of parents will coach when their kids playing for them, and then when the
Hmm.
kids gets too old, they leave. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
we have a great role model, Tony Brown, for example.
Yep.
Tony Steps is his name, but he coaches the Browns and Robbie
Hmm.
Mendes. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Those are real. Those are real. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
They're real. They're not
Yeah.
coaching just because it's their kid. They coach
No.
all the kids, and I see
Well,
that
you
same
see
thing
how
in
long
you
they've been coaching.
as well.
Like they they are the role models, and someone you want to follow in their footsteps. They're paving the way for a lot of coaches, and some of the players want to be the players they are without them. So we
And
definitely give the flowers to them too.
you can tell you are truly invested, and I think that's a great thing. And
Hmm.
you know, I think you are doing something Saturday evening. Am I correct?
Yeah.
What
Yep.
is that?
It's at Denison Memorial, and it's the Legends game. Um, but I'm also coaching the kids before that.
I figured that. I figured you'd be
Yeah.
coaching. But
Yeah. So.
you're gonna have a very entertaining person on the mic that night. That would be me. So I'll be there at
Okay.
7 o'clock. I'll be there to check
Okay.
you out. You know that.
I'm
But
gonna show you
anyway,
how to
I
shoot.
want to thank you again for coming on my show. It's an honor and a privilege. And you have a open invitation anytime you want to come on. Talk about your progress. Talk about any upcoming events that you have.
Hmm.
Anything that you want to come on, you're welcome. The network, they love you. He loves you. I mean, so anytime you want to come on, you're welcome. Now, for the one last time, how can people contact you and let them know? So I guarantee you're gonna get contacted. So let the folks know
Oh,
how they can
cool.
contact
So you can find me on Facebook at Lex Barrows, Instagram Lexi Barrows one. I also have a YouTube channel. Subscribe to that. There's a lot of game film on there, practice film, and that is called The Journey of Alexia Barrows. But yeah, and I'm around. I'm around New Bedford, so you can find me anywhere.
you. Well, again, Lex, thank you for coming on. Folks,
Thank you,
it's been a
Mike.
pleasure for me to have her on my show. She's been on a few of my shows, and she's always willing to come on and kick it with me, which I truly appreciate. For those folks who are in the New Bedford area, come down and check her out, see her coach, see her play. She's going to be participating in the 35 and over Legends game. Well, it's called a Legends game anyway. There'll be a lot of people there. It's for a great cause. I think there's 4 games that evening. You all can check it out. And if you want to see the Conn Man in action on the mic, come check him out. You know how I am. But anyway, again, I'm going to thank you for coming on the show. Any last thoughts?
No, thank you. Thank you for everything, and thank you for always believing in me and pushing me in ways you don't even know. So just thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Again, folks, this is how we do it out here on Sports Corner with the Conn Man. You know, I like to have people on my show who make an impact, and Lex, you are appreciated, and you are making an impact in the community, and people know. Uh, Folks, again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to my show, Sports Corner with the Conn Man, on the Sports Radio Network. We have to go right now, but stay tuned. Tomorrow, we have 2 shows. The very first one we have is a guy by the name of Nathan Victor, who had a total heart transplant. And that's going to be very emotional, for real. My man has been through everything and back, and I think it's going to be an inspiration to all that tune in. We did a thing at the Boys and Girls Club here in New Bedford, my 38th annual Thanksgiving Eve celebration, where I give out my recognition awards, and I honored Nathan, and he gave a speech that had everybody in tears. So stay tuned for that. And then right after that, we have a guy, my man, and another one from New Bedford, who I coached, who I refereed, the whole 9 yards. He goes by the name of Doctor. You heard me? Dr. Rob Delalue. He's going to come on and talk about empowerment and what he's doing for our youth as well. So again, I know this is a sports talk show, but both these individuals have a very vast sports background as well. Rob coaches in the Bedford Regional Vocational High School boys basketball team as well, and has recently become Dr. Rob Delalue. He'll be on my show tomorrow at 6. Nathan will be on at 5. Again, I want you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to Sports Corner with the Conn Man. I will check you out tomorrow at 5. Again, thank you for tuning in. Stay safe. God bless.